Hello everyone, this is Team B's Week 8 Persuasive Speech presentation for Spch 275. The purpose of this presentation is to persuade entrepreneurs to incorporate social media in the messaging mix by informing them of the error they would make in underestimating the importance and power of social media as a tool for business. Entrepreneurs are always striving for success because that is their dream. What if I told you that there is a tool that we all have access to that can elevate us to the level of Microsoft or Apple if used properly? Research indicates that your company's most important objectives in this area of social media is overcoming barriers that have compromised the benefits expected in digital marketing. In addition to conducting research on this topic, we have all done research on the growth rate of social media and how it can be used to elevate a company. Along with that, we all have had experience with using social media and have seen just how powerful it can be. Underestimating the importance and power of social media as a tool for business is a large and costly mistake. We will discuss and inform on the reasons why social media is a powerful tool for business. We will begin by discussing the growth of social media in order to show the scope of just how powerful social media can be and how to use it properly. Next up is Chris, who will inform you on the growth of social media and overcoming barriers in social media and business.
Thank you, Charlie. Social media is one of the fastest growing technologies across the world. And of those technologies, Facebook is king. Its stocks have been on the rise, and it's growing faster than any of its competitors, which makes it a great advertising tool. In order to utilize this growing technology as a tool, there's obstacles that must be overcome in social media. These are poorly defined goals for your social media department and training people that can run a social media department. The first obstacle can be avoided by having a clear plan on how you want to use your social media, what exactly you want done, and how it is to be used. With a clear, thorough policy, many issues with sharing on social media can be avoided. And little training is required in this day and age because we all have social media and we all know how to use it. Up next is going to be Ivory Jackson.
Thank you, Chris. And now, research as of today show that the longest established digital market tools have been 1. Email, which can be used to effectively communicate with employees, consumers, and stakeholders. And 2. Digital newsletters. Now, this can be used to inform customers of sales and business updates. And 3. Sales information data. And sales information data is a way to analyze consumer sales. Now, each of these tools can be incorporated for a business to effectively utilize social media and reach consumers. And now we're going to have Debbie.
Thank you, Ivory. Social media is needed to support your company's goals and to utilize various marketing objectives, such as providing clearer messages about your company, its product, or its services, and it could also enhance communication between your company and all of its shareholders, your stakeholders, like employees, customers, and business-to-business contacts. Social media can also help optimize your company's search engine benefits, meaning that you can be found, your company, and your product in many ways that the internet users may decide to look for you on their in using terms or single words about your company and your product. This will drive them to your homepage, other websites, and your company's blog. This interactive communication could prove to be especially beneficial for providing new and different ways to attract new business or customers in business-to-business communities, and for increasing your brand awareness. This also gives insight to your company expertise, qualifications, and policies for becoming a lead generation. Next, we will hear from Nikisha Narayan, the advantages of social media.
Alright, thank you, Debbie. So, some of the advantages of using social media in business as an advertising tool. The potential customer base can grow faster than ever. Advertising campaigns can become costly when trying to reach more and more people using the normal media, and using social media, companies can reach the usual number of customers as well as many more without having to pay the extra costs. So overall, in general, when you're using social media to help your business, you're creating all kinds of networks in order to connect and expand your business and also get your name out there, making advertising easy. So now we'll have Melissa talk about the disadvantages of using social media.
Thank you, Nikisha. Now I will present the negative aspects of social media. Brian Young stated, from the negative effects of social media on society and individuals, he discussed the top 4 negative aspects of social media. Number 1 being a false sense of connection. Social media can create a false sense of relationships that can be formed by casual everyday conversation. By focusing so much time on these false relationships, your real relationships will begin to suffer. Next, we have cyberbullying. We have children who are very vulnerable to individuals who pose as friends. The devastation of these online attacks can leave deep scars. In several very public cases, many victims have even been driven to suicide due to cyberbullying. We then have decreased productivity. Many businesses now use social media in a way to network. While many see this as a benefit to their business, it can also be a distraction to employees who spend more time on social media than actually work productivity. Last, we have privacy. People post about what they are doing on a daily basis to social media, but we no longer stop to ask to see if what we are posting will have an impact on on our lives and what we are doing. What we may find amusing, our employer may find offensive. Social media is not a forgiving entity, and many times things that are posted will be circulated and shared without your control. If we look at the graph provided by Lance C. Aspire, we will see the negative effects of social media in regards to, have you ever posted anything online about yourself and regretted it? If you see, 35% says that everyone has done that. You have 11% who say yes, but it didn't cause me any problems. You then have 3% that say yes, and it ruined my marriage or my relationship. And then you have 6% that says yes, and it caused me problems at work and at home. And 15% said yes, but I was able to remove it. So no matter what you post on social media, in some way it does actually affect everyone. Charlie will now come in and recap everything we have discussed in our presentation.
Thank you, Molly. Once again, underestimating the importance and power of social media as a tool for business is a large and costly mistake. The power of social media cannot be overlooked or underestimated without consequences. While these consequences can be grave, the value of using social media is infinitely more rewarding, allowing small businesses to have a globally reaching ad campaign, and that would also allow them to compete with even the biggest company. This concludes Team B's project presentation. The following references are Team's credible and reliable sources found at the DeVry University Library, and they are being provided so that you, at your own convenience, may further investigate and analyze information and make informed decisions. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and have a good night.